Launched in 2024, the RS series handheld SLAM LiDAR scanners have been rapidly adopted across neighborhood renovation, topo map updates, property surveying, and heritage conservation, earning the trust of professionals in the field. However, in the office, software lag from massive datasets, tedious vectorization, inconsistent deliverables, and fuzzy edges often lead to multiple tools, complex steps, and low throughput, all of which have slowed the wider adoption of handheld SLAM. Now, CHCNAV launches CoProcess 2025, streamlines the entire workflow from raw point clouds to finished CAD drawings, designed around how surveyors, engineers, and drafters actually work, handles 100+ gigabytes point clouds in a single session. No batching required for projects like old district renovations, heritage conservation, and topo corrections. DWG Native. Full version compatibility. Import your existing templates and draft directly on your standard layers. For complex shapes, CoProcess 2025 allows users to switch seamlessly between vertex, orthogonal, edge, and arc modes for full outlines. The software offers rich symbol styles, letting users choose patterns and parameters to create fills as needed. It also includes common blocks, standard line styles, and text annotations to make drafting easier. For floor plans and elevations, CoProcess 2025 provides aligned dimensioning, area labeling, and elevation annotation with all values generated automatically. CoProcess 2025 tackles common challenges in architectural drawing one by one. To overcome point cloud gaps caused by building occlusions, the software seamlessly overlays the point cloud with an oblique photogrammetric model, delivering a continuous, complete facade. To resolve blurred edges on dark walls, the software introduces depth rendering mode, a one-click toggle that makes boundaries instantly clear. Real-time adjacent surface reference maintains geometric consistency between adjacent faces, delivering perfect plan-to-elevation alignment. Repeated slicing is now history. With on-the-fly slicing, you cut sections as you draw, making plan and elevation drafting faster and smoother. CoProcess 2025 is a CAD software optimized for point clouds and the ideal companion to SLAM surveying, enabling an end-to-end integrated workflow from data capture to finished drawings, making SLAM mapping easier and more efficient.
Hello everyone. Hello, can you hear me? Hi Andy. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's CoProcess 2025 webinar hosted by our CHCNAV. I'm your host Claire. We're excited to have you with us as we take a closer look at CoProcess 2025, our advanced software solution built to handle large-scale point cloud and model calibration. It features powerful vector drawing tools and an end-to-end workflow that makes drafting and mapping easier, faster, and more efficient. We are also very pleased to welcome a special guest today, Andy Brook from PQS Tech Solutions. Hello, Andy. Hello. Andy, can you hear me?
Hello, Claire. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Andy is one of our key partners. PQS is a UK leading provider of professional solutions, specializing in the survey and scan-to-beam industries. Andy will join us later to share his experiences when using CoProcess in real-world projects. Also, Conan from our product manager from CHCNAV 3D mobile mapping. Hello, Conan.
Hi, Claire. This is Conan. Hi, everyone.
Hi. He's going to give us a product introduction and walk us through the latest features and updates in CoProcess 2025. So, Conan, now to kick things off, let me hand it over to you. And can you hear me? Can we get started now?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you. So, thanks, Claire. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. This is Conan, the product manager of M3D product line from CHC Navigation. I'm so excited to show you the latest updates in CoProcess 2025. In this version, we focused on key features to improve your workflow, efficiency, and collaboration. I will walk you through some of the highlights like new user interface, powerful tools, and comprehensive functions, which make it easier to manage and complete your work. Now let's get started. The new launched software is called CoProcess 2025. It's the leading CAD software specifically designed for point clouds. I will spend around 15 minutes to show you why CoProcess 2025 is the best option for vectorization on point clouds. The whole contents are divided into 4 parts. First part is about the current industries and pain points. Second part, I will explain why CoProcess 2025 is a true all-in-one software which can cover the entire workflow. In part 3, I will introduce more powerful and comprehensive functions inside the software. And finally, I will share some applications. Now let's come to the first part, industries and pain points. Right now, there's a booming market and growing demands for better CAD platform from customers. Nowadays, there are more than 1 million SLAM and terrestrial laser scanner users around the world. After investigation, we found out that more than 60% of them have demand for vectorization solutions. They not just care about the development of hardware, but also are searching for a simple, affordable, and comprehensive vectorization software based on point clouds data. During market research, we met lots of complaints in vectorization from our customers. And here are what they keep telling us. Like, they need to switch between multiple software to complete entire workflow, or loading point clouds often causes lags and crashes. The point clouds are not clear enough for recognition, or the software lacks of CAD capabilities. All these make the workflow from point clouds to final drawing output with low efficiency and inconvenience. We summarize the workflow into 5 steps. Import point clouds, create slices, join, add symbol and annotation, finally export. But in each step, there are limitations. Like in the first 2 steps, loading large data size of point clouds usually causes lags and crashes. So users have to create slices in one software and import slices in other software, like a CAD for vectorization. But it's not convenient. Therefore, some of the customers choose professional point cloud platform, which has a good support for such a large dataset. But like last 3 steps show, this point cloud software is usually not compatible enough with CAD, and customers cannot expect a standard and deliverable output, so they have to switch to CAD again. To solve these issues, we developed a new CAD point clouds platform, CoProcess 2025, which perfectly integrates CAD capabilities and point clouds. I summarized the reasons why CoProcess 2025 can achieve all-in-one, and here are 3 key reasons. First, it supports massive point cloud. Second, you can make a join while slicing in just one software. And third, fully compatible join output. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first reason of all-in-one is that CoProcess 2025 has a powerful support for massive data of point clouds. As you can see from the videos, when loading point clouds and viewing in AutoCAD, there's obvious lag. While in CoProcess, it's all good. You can easily browse data and make a join on point clouds. That's because we upgrade the 2nd generation of self-developed point clouds engine, MetaCAD 2, which gives CoProcess 2025 both full CAD functionality and meanwhile outstanding point cloud performance. Based on MetaCAD 2 point cloud engine, CoProcess supports importing up to 5 hours of field SLAM data without any lag and crashes, bringing you a smooth and stable experience for vectorization, which increases join efficiency by at least 60% compared with AutoCAD. The second reason of all-in-one is Draw as you slice, which breaks the traditional workflow of drawing on point clouds. See from the mainstream point cloud drawing workflow, after importing point clouds, users have to cut a slice into a picture, usually TIFF format, and import it into AutoCAD for drawing. which requires multiple software. But now, within just a CoProcess, you can make a join directly on the slice you create, which simplifies workflow and improves efficiency. Therefore, save more money, as now users just need to purchase one software instead of multiple. And meanwhile, CoProcess offers permanent options, while for others, there's only subscription available. So, CoProcess solution can help you cut the cost by almost 80%. What's more, with just one software, users don't need to learn and master multiple tools, which reduces learning cost as well. The third reason of all-in-one is CoProcess provides a rich symbol styles and compatible drawing results. There are more than 200 standard symbols ready to use, including blocks, line types, hatch pattern, and dimension labels. With support of rich collection, you can complete deliverable output entirely within just CoProcess 2025. And the drawing outputs are just a DWG format, and all DWG versions are supported. This is a compatible format and exactly what customers need. What's more, CoProcess also supports template import, which easily import existing CAD templates, including layers, blocks, dimensions, for seamless workflow transition. Let's go to the part 3 to explore more powerful and comprehensive function within CoProcess 2025. CoProcess 2025 is the only point cloud drawing software on the market that supports direct vectorize based on 3D models. You can import not only point clouds data, but also 3D mesh model for vectorization. And the good point is that both of these results can be generated from CHC Navigation handheld SLAM RS10. From the left video, we can see an overlap with point clouds and 3D mesh model. It provides a complete and clear boundaries of the building with 3D mesh model imported. The right video shows how to extract vectors based on pure 3D mesh model, which is generated by oblique camera from aircraft. Different from other handheld SLAM, RS10 exclusively supports 3D mesh model. With RS10 plus mesh plus CoProcess solution, it will bring a wonderful and comprehensive drawing experience with clearer structure and consistency. Another key feature for CoProcess 2025 is it provides flexible and innovative point clouds rendering methods, which brings better visualization. Let's look at the left pictures. From the facade, it's not easy to recognize the structure of window or walls by RGB coloring. But when rendering by depth, the boundaries of windows and other objects are clearly displayed. Another example is when make drawing indoors, there's usually an issue with structural obstructions. CoProcess provides a transparency rendering method, which helps penetrate the house structure and make every corner clear. These small details of point clouds improve your drawing experience and are not available in traditional CAD software. CoProcess also provides intelligent drawing functions. We offer 2 intelligent drawing modes, box selection and checking extraction. In box selection, you just need to box select a house in a horizontal slice, and after processing for a while, you can directly get the boundaries of the house with precision. In checking extraction, by clicking the edge of building, it will automatically check where the boundaries should be. With smart algorithms, software automatically fits the best edges, reducing human errors and improving drawing precision by over 20%. And in the future, we will integrate more AI extraction functions like windows, traffic sign, trees, and lights to further improve drawing experience and efficiency. For irregular objects, CoProcess provides various drawing modes. You can switch the line types within a single line during drawing. like from right angle mode to arc mode, vertex mode to edge mode. You can complete even complex objects with quick switching and various join modes. Eliminate the need for different polyline types merging. Handle complicated structures with ease. There is also a complete and standard layer management function in CoProcess 2025. In Layer Manager, you can create a new layer with name, group, light type, light weight, and color to distinguish different objects, which is organized and efficient for users to manage join with big projects. And all these are compatible with CAD. What's more, CoProcess 2025 also supports template import. If you already have created a layer template or have an existing template from CAD, CoProcess allows you to reuse the template to help you with seamless workflow transition. To fulfill the annotation requirements of common floor plans and elevations, CoProcess 2025 provides intelligent aligned dimensioning, area measurement, and elevation annotation tools. For example, quickly add area measurement value by just clicking a closed polygon and show the dimensioning value with an aligning line. Users can easily obtain accurate value during the join process without manual measurement, which simplifies the annotation workflow, improves efficiency, and also easy to use. Additionally, CoProcess 2025 supports facade join as well. You can easily create a facade based on plan outlines, and facade information will be displayed in a new window. You can make a join, add annotation, symbols just like the plan join. And CoProcess provides one-step facade expansion function, through which you can expand adjacent facade joins and check topological error. Let's review the workflow and see what CoProcess 2025 offers to address these issues. From importing point clouds, users can import more than 100 gigabytes massive data without lags and crashes. And users can make a real-time join while slicing within just a CoProcess. And there are more powerful functions in point cloud rendering, various join modes to help with easier vectorization. And CoProcess 2025 is equipped with comprehensive CAD capabilities, enabling users to complete entire workflow from point clouds to final join result, compatible and deliverable. Now let's go back to our vectorization solution with hardware and software. CoProcess 2025 is the best couple for SLAM and the perfect partner for CHC Navigation RS10 because RS10 integrates RTK and SLAM technology, which ensures high precision of point clouds. And high precision coloring makes point cloud with outstanding effects and easier recognition. High precision modeling technology further improves the details of objects with clearer structure. And all these features are perfectly compatible with CoProcess 2025. Additionally, CoProcess 2025 can handle point clouds not just from CHC Navigation brand, but also supports all other brands: SLAM, terrestrial laser scanner, vehicle, and UAV LiDAR. Now let's go to the part 4. I'll introduce some applications. With CoProcess 2025, you can expect various application outputs, such as floor plan, building elevation, road element map, and topographic map, etc. For more detailed user cases, I will leave them to next part. Our partner Andy from PQS will share more true stories and his experiences with CoProcess 2025. And this is all for CoProcess 2025. This is our slogan: leading CAD software for point clouds. Finally, I would like to introduce our marketing account. It's called CHC Navigation Reality Capture. You can search them in LinkedIn and Facebook platform to explore more 3D mapping and real-world surveying application. And that's all for my introduction. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Claire. My part is over.
Hello.
It's your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Conan. Thank you for the great product introduction. Actually, CoProcess 2025 has already generated strong interest from our partners even before launch. Many dealers asked us before, and now it's finally here for you to explore more. Next, let's pass the mic to Andy. We're excited to hear him share the experiences when using CoProcess on real-world projects. Andy comes from the PKS Tech Solutions. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
The PK is one of our trusted partners in the industry and has worked on several projects using CoProcess software to tackle challenges in the survey and the scan-to-beam fields. Hello, Andy. We're looking forward to your insights and applications. Over to you.
Thank you for the opportunity to take part in this, Claire. It's good to work with CHCNAV, and it's been very interesting, this journey for this software. I've been working in surveying for 30 years now. And for about half of that time, we've been kind of concentrating through PQS Tech Solutions in supporting the construction industry and surveying industry in the UK, finding new innovative ways of acquiring and displaying and sharing information. And over the last 5 years, things seem to have skyrocketed with this technology, and it just gets better and better and better. We started working with CHCNAV a couple of years ago. We went over to Shanghai and saw the technology they've got with the rovers, the machine control, all the monitoring stuff. But we really decided to concentrate on this M3D portfolio that we saw, because it is just, it seems to be way ahead of anything else that's out there. The RS10 and RS30, I couldn't believe it when I saw them, what they were capable of doing at the price point they're at. The accuracy you can get out of the SLAM devices, linked in with the quality of the IMU and the GNSS boards of the CHC Nav kit is market leading, really. And what we realised and they realised, that it's got so many applications, from just going out and doing a quick site inspection like this was. This took 10 minutes to walk up and down this construction site. But then the information that you get out of this is so accurate and high quality, it seems a waste not to use it for everything you can. So being able to vectorize this and create drawings, do volume calculations, take dimensions easily is essential. And what we realized and they realized, that though the hardware had moved on very quickly, the software was lagging behind. So they took the opportunity to build a new software from scratch, which is based more on this modern SLAM mobile mapping technology rather than traditional surveying technology and traditional laser scanning technology. And the software is just better designed to cope with the amount of data that you get and simplify that into traditional survey deliverables, because then anybody can look at the fancy point cloud data, but now it's also easy to create a traditional survey drawing, elevation, report that is required within the industry. This CoProcess 2025 software, though, isn't just limited to the RS10. It'll take any kind of drone data, any mobile mapping data. This was done with an AU20 on an ATV on this beach. It's an ongoing project monitoring the movement of materials on the beach and the quality of the boundaries. There's hundreds of gigabytes of data here, which is quick to acquire, and now it's quick to actually transform into a survey deliverable, which is what you want. You want one platform that's different type of data merged into one and easily give you out something that's usable. This was more of a traditional topographical survey, so it had been out and been scanned with the RS30, tied into survey control points, and then the point cloud taken into CoProcess to be able to extract the vector information, so that then the reports that were required on the level differences and the deformation along this side of this canal was easy to understand by somebody just looking at the point cloud, or somebody wanting drawings out of it. Because previously, the other softwares that were available, you'd have a data collection kind of point cloud software, and then that would go into a specialist surveying software to make the kind of drawings up to a certain level, and then you'd have to convert that again to take it into a CAD package. What the new CoProcess 2025 allows you to do is take not just the point cloud, but actual the textured mesh all into the same platform, drawing it in a DWG format, and then it also exports in that standard format again. So there's no file conversion, there's no messing around with 2 or 3 different software platforms. It's all in that one kind of platform. So this is what the software looks like. It's very simple to find your way around. You've got things in here where we can quickly go in there and crop the point cloud and look at it in different views. We've got shortcut keys to move it up and down. We can kind of extend and make these slices smaller. We can load point clouds in easily, textured meshes in easily. We've got the CAD template, so you just have to open a CAD drawing and it's got all your CAD layers in there. So pretty easily, we can use that to then just start drawing directly on this point cloud. There's different options to draw. I can go into the layers, change the options I've got on the layers. So if I want that in a different color, I can quite easily change that. If I want it a different line thickness, again, I can quite easily change that. And then it's just a matter of drawing polylines or circles directly on the point cloud. So you've got shortcut keys here again. I can draw it in 2D or 3D. I can just pick points and draw down them, or I can say I want to go into edge mode, which will pick that and that. So I don't have to get exactly into the corners. We can then switch from that to the textured mesh, and again just draw directly on that. I can change the layers again. Oh, I'm pressing the mouse too many times. And I can draw a 3-point rectangle. I can draw curves, circles. It's just a great piece of software to use. So you can draw stuff in that. You can annotate in this as well. If I go back to this again here, I can quite easily go into an elevation view, and if I want to draw a building facade, I can just pick a couple of points on that building face. And it gives me the view at this side again, that then I can turn on or off any of the point clouds, any of the drawings. I can change it to RGB view, intensity view. The one I really like is this this depth view. So if I go in there and to the settings and knock this down to you see, I can really now easily see where the edges of the windows are. I can then knock this down as well to give me a better edge on it. And then it's pretty easy to pick a layer that I've got there and again start drawing rectangles, directly onto that. If I shut that view, those points are still all on this view. I can, again, if I wanted to draw building lines, just quickly and easily go into that, either make it smaller here or just by using shift. Again, changing the layer. Oh. I'm going to layer 0 and change it to a 2D view. And then again, I can quickly draw a polyline, 2D into edge mode. I'm not going to go into this into too much detail because there's a lot of in and outs on here. But it's just a very simple way, an intuitive way of using the software. And I can even set it to auto close on it. So as I'm drawing these points here, and that's already in my DWG layers. If you're not got a big survey company with templates already though, it's very easy just to start with a blank project and we can import a point cloud into this. We can import a model into this. And again, these are overlaid directly on top of each other. We can then turn the point cloud off and we can see things like the paint markings. I can very easily go in here. We can create a new layer. Give it a color. Give it a line type. And then again, I can just draw 3D arc. Draw straight on the textured mesh like that. And then if I feel like I can see it better on the point cloud, I can up the point size again, create another layer. So it's very easy to flick from one to the other like that. Similarly, if we've got a door there, it can be a pain if you're not set up for with a layer template, if you're just a small company. But as you're doing this, you're creating it all in CAD. So make it green like the building is. And then I'm going to his block library and just And that's there. So that's all in 3D information. I can then, so for some of these cables, we've got depths. If I go back into my electricity one and we'll draw a polyline from there to there, I can add text very easily on that as well. So there's so much functionality in this, and then that drawing's done. So as I turn that off and this off, I've got all the CAD drawings already there. There's no going into any separate software really. It's so simple to use. You could go into a lot of other functionality, but for me, coming from a surveying background, that is what I like. It's just so easy to use. You're not paying ongoing additional fees for add-ons, for software maintenance. You can buy this outright, get this with a scanner, and you're up and running as a surveyor, able to take on much larger projects than you previously would be able to. And it's stable. If people have used other certain softwares, well, Recap will fail with a point cloud the size of one of these boxes in, because it doesn't work well with vectors and raster information. This works really well, and I love the fact they've started at the ground up, got the interface there that's easy to use, got the functionality, you can get things into it. There's no wondering, how do I export this information? It's there. It is a DWG file. If I go into my file manager layout now, if I look in here, that is the file that we were working on, that mill. It's there, it's updated. So that's, yeah, it's short and sweet. I could go on all day drawing lots of different lines and copying things and extending things and editing things. But for me, it's just a very simple to use software that is stable. You're not going to be working in this and it crash and you lose all your data. It works, it's built on a stable grounding. It'll take any kind of data, SLAM data, normal terrestrial data, drone data, whatever you've got will go into this. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to kind of help with this and kind of look at it and see how it's developed, and I can only see it going from strength to strength. So I'd just like to thank CHC for the opportunity and yeah, really appreciate it. Are you there, Claire?
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy, for your fantastic presentation, for sharing those insightful examples. It's always great to hear how CoProcess has been applied. Now it's time for our Q&A session. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat box, and we will get to them shortly. We will also do like the live demonstration of CoProcess software so you can see the pictures in action. Okay, let me check for the chat box first. The first question is, already have somebody ask about what are the PC requirements or the recommendations for this software? Okay, who can answer for this part?
I think go on, Conan, I'll let you.
You can answer this question.
We just run it off a normal laptop. We've got, it has to be something decent really. So you're looking at an i7 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. If you get an i9 with double that RAM, it's going to be a lot better. You need a separate graphics card, but something like a 3060 will work fine. But nowadays you can pick up a laptop with a 5070 graphics card in it with more RAM for next to nothing. But it will work. And same with the processing stuff for CoProcess. It will work on just about any standard laptop. It works with the speed of your computer. The faster your computer, the faster it'll be. But in my mind, we've not found a computer, a laptop that it won't work on. What do you think, Conan?
Yeah, you can find more information in our data sheet, which will be released soon. I can make a summarize that the minimum configuration of the computer is i7 and 16 gigabyte GB RAM, and the recommended configuration is i9 and 32 GB RAM with 3060 graphic card. Yeah, this is the recommended configuration. Okay, well, we can move to the next question.
Yeah, the next question, I see that in the chat box. What kinds of the data formats does the CoProcess 2025 accept? Andy, can you answer for this one?
It'll take large point cloud, which is a standard format that you get out of most mobile mapping and SLAM stuff and terrestrial stuff as well. OSGB textured mesh model, whatever you want to call it, that'll go into it. TIFF models will go in as well, TIFF images, you can use those which you get out of drones. The vector information is just a standard AutoCAD DWG DXF, which is the standard format, and you can open that, save as that. We've not added something that go into it where it doesn't recognize the line type or the text. It seems to work with most things, really.
Okay, thank you. And let me check. The first question is, can we make drawing based on the existing tab, like from AutoCAD? Who can answer for this one? Maybe Conan?
Yes, sure, we support it. As my slides mentioned, that we can import existing template you create in CoProcess, and it's a standard format, DWG. You can import it from AutoCAD and then import it into CoProcess, and it will be completely compatible. So it's supported. My answer is yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me check the third one is somebody interested in the possibility of processing information in the forest, maybe coloration and measurement of trees.
Yeah, the scanner will work in a forest. The classification of the point cloud isn't in this version of CoProcess 2025, but it's coming. The kind of separation of point clouds, but you can in CoPre, when you're using that with the RS10 and any moving data is taken out of the SLAM, you can quite easily edit and cut that point cloud before you export it. So CoPre comes with the scanners. You can do a lot of point cloud editing in there and then take it into here to then draw onto, but there'll be more functionality in relation to categorization of trees and lampposts and auto extraction and things like that coming in the future releases.
Okay.
I think for this question, maybe the client would need more info like the radius of the tree and the height of the tree. And I think he hope this function can be automatically calculated and shared. So this function, I think right now we don't have, but it will be ready in the let's wait for the release, and in the future we will take this into consideration. It's already in our plan. All this information for the tree properties. Yeah.
Okay. Will this do everything CoPro will do so that a user only needs CoProcess for RS10 scanner download and processing? No.
CoPre is the works the point cloud and processes that. CoProcess for drawing. You've also got the option of CoCloud where you can process in the cloud, but you still going to need that software which comes on a dongle with the scanner. So if you've got an RS10, it comes on a dongle with the scanner. I'm guessing it does with all the CHCNAV products. If you get their products, you get CoPre with it, and then that kind of works out the geometry of the point cloud, colors of point cloud, and then it'll go into CoProcess to do the drawing and extraction of it. So yeah, it's a separate product.
Okay, and let me check. Still have one. Can we vectorized based on the data from TLS also in CoProcess 2025? Conan, maybe you can answer for this one.
Yes, I think sure, because CoProcess support the standard format of point cloud. It's no matter from SLAM or terrestrial laser scanner, but also support like the point cloud from vehicle LiDAR or UAV LiDAR. Just the standard format of point cloud will be compatible in our software. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And that wraps up today's session. A huge thank you to Conan for the detailed product walkthrough and to Andy for sharing those valuable real-world experiences. We hope you found today's session informative and helpful. Before we finish, don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook and CHCNAV Reality Capture for more updates on 3D mobile mapping and the upcoming events. If you have any further questions or if you'd like to get in touch, feel free to reach out to us. Thanks again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you everyone for attending the meeting.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Launched in 2024, the RS series handheld SLAM LiDAR scanners have been rapidly adopted across neighborhood renovation, topo map updates, property surveying, and heritage conservation, earning the trust of professionals in the field. However, in the office, software lag from massive datasets, tedious vectorization, inconsistent deliverables, and fuzzy edges often lead to multiple tools, complex steps, and low throughput, all of which have slowed the wider adoption of handheld SLAM. Now, CHCNAV launches CoProcess 2025, streamlines the entire workflow from raw point clouds to finished CAD drawings, designed around how surveyors, engineers, and drafters actually work, handles 100+ gigabytes point clouds in a single session. No batching required for projects like old district renovations, heritage conservation, and topo corrections. DWG native. Full version compatibility. Import your existing templates and draft directly on your standard layers. For complex shapes, CoProcess 2025 allows users to switch seamlessly between vertex, orthogonal, edge, and arc modes for full outlines. The software offers rich symbol styles, letting users choose patterns and parameters to create fills as needed. It also includes common blocks, standard line styles, and text annotations to make drafting easier. For floor plans and elevations, CoProcess 2025 provides aligned dimensioning, area labeling, and elevation annotation with all values generated automatically. CoProcess 2025 tackles common challenges in architectural drawing one by one. To overcome point cloud gaps caused by building occlusions, the software seamlessly overlays the point cloud with an oblique photogrammetric model, delivering a continuous, complete facade. To resolve blurred edges on dark walls, the software introduces depth rendering mode, a one-click toggle that makes boundaries instantly clear. Real-time adjacent surface reference maintains geometric consistency between adjacent faces, delivering perfect plan-to-elevation alignment. Repeated slicing is now history. With on-the-fly slicing, you cut sections as you draw, making plan and elevation drafting faster and smoother. CoProcess 2025 is a CAD software optimized for point clouds and the ideal companion to SLAM surveying, enabling an end-to-end integrated workflow from data capture to finished drawings, making SLAM mapping easier and more efficient.